While there are numerous ways to visually tell a story, each medium with their own unique properties and quirks, we wanted to shed a light on an often overlooked one called stop-motion animation. Stop-motion animation is a process in which a filmmaker and/or an animator will physically move an object an almost unnoticeable amount per frame to end up with a result that looks like it moved by itself. While stop-motion animation is somewhat of an umbrella term, with some categories like claymation, puppets, and even Lego movies under it, we will be referring to the art as a whole to really get an appreciation for it by looking at some of the most famous stop-motion films to have ever been created.
Wes Anderson, a director known for creating almost exclusively live-action movies at this point in his career, ventured into the world of stop-motion animation when creating the 2009 film Fantastic Mr. Fox, based on a novel of the same name written by Roald Dahl. Co-written by Wes Anderson and Noah Baumbach, the story is centered around Mr. Fox, voiced by George Clooney, and a large cast of eccentric animal characters evading three farmers fully set on their goal of hunting them. According to the film's director, they wanted to use as many real props on the set as much as possible, resulting in the use of actual sand and trees. In addition to the real props, all of the voice acting would be recorded and conducted outside, whether that be in a forest or even underground for some scenes, just to really exhibit the authenticity Anderson wanted for the film's sound design.
The Nightmare Before Christmas is a stop-motion animation film that was released in 1993, directed by Henry Selick. The film was produced by Tim Burton and follows Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween Town, as he discovers Christmas and attempts to take over the holiday. The origins for the film come from a poem that Tim Burton wrote in 1982 while he was working as an animator for Disney. The Nightmare Before Christmas was also considered to be produced as a short film or a half-hour television special before the idea for a stop-motion picture was finalized. The movie received praise for its animation, characters, and particularly memorable soundtrack. The songs and soundtrack of the film were actually produced before the script was.
Kubo and the Two Strings, the directorial debut of its director Travis Knight, follows the journey of Kubo, a 12-year-old boy who has to defeat his mother's evil sisters and his grandfather with the help of an anthropomorphic monkey, a beetle, and a magic shamisen. While the film was made using stop-motion animation, the actual direction of the art style took inspiration from traditional Japanese art, like origami and ink wash painting. Fun fact about the physical model of the main villain, the model was actually 16 feet tall and weighed 400 pounds, all for the sake of really driving home how massive this antagonist was in post-production. They succeeded. A story about grieving and the journey that can take us on, this film is not only a fun, kid-friendly adventure, but also a thought-provoking piece of art that has the potential to really change your perspective on life, with some downright flawless action sequences along the way.
While stop-motion animation has been around for over a century, it still continues to improve with every new film that comes out, showcasing the beauty and astonishing visual effects that can be accomplished when a creator's heart is fully absorbed into a project. It's fun to look back at the impressive feats that have been accomplished with stop-motion, but it's also important to look forward to the new projects coming out, as the future is where true greatness lies.